welcome to, where are we guys?
In Paihia, New Zealand.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are brand new to our channel, we'd like to welcome you. We know we are a couple minutes late, so sorry for making you wait over there. Welcome though. Let's see where you guys are all watching from. So we've got someone in dark, cold Seattle. This is funny, or Brian. Ay, that's no fun. I know East Coast, back home, they're getting dumped on with snow. Let us know too if we have a good connection, because here we're seeing it kind of stream slowly. So can you comment and quickly let us know if it's a good connection, and if you can see us okay, and if you can hear us okay. Please. Here we go. Hey, we got Pepe G in the house. Hey, Pepe.
Hi.
Cool. We got John say, I challenged my mom to say beautiful, to not say beautiful. Okay, sorry. I'm like, we may put the computer far away so we can like see all this, but I think we should pop up the comments right here. Do you mind doing that, Chloe? Or on the phone, that would be a good idea. So you guys, we're gonna quickly tell you a little bit about us because we've got a lot of new followers following us. So really fast, we are Growing Up Without Borders. We are a traveling family. For those of you who don't know us, or if this is your very first time kind of stumbling on our channel, we're here in New Zealand since the whole pandemic. We arrived in March, so we have fully adapted to the Kiwi culture, which is very similar to ours. So we are born in Canada, so we have a bit of a Canadian culture, live in Europe, so we got the European thing going on. But yeah, this is who we are. We've traveled, this is for me, country 100. The girls have been to like 98 countries. So we've seen many countries around the world. As a family, we have a goal to visit every country in the world, which is going to be so much fun. And this whole thing started off, in case you don't know our story, back in 2013. So we were escaping those cold winters, trying to go south to Florida. So we were doing this like back forth thing, kind of like snowbirds do. And we decided to go to Europe for 5 weeks, which was going to be like our 5-week European trip. And we were going to stay at these little Euro camps and like see Spain, France, Switzerland, Italy, you know, kind of this is the plan. Well, those 5 weeks kind of turned into a whirlwind, and we've been literally around the globe a few times and seen many, many countries. So it kind of like stirred something up in us. We love to travel anyway. But here we are after, let's see, so it's 2013, we did like the whole 15, we did all the Balkans already. We had done Southeast Asia, we had done all the European countries. And by then, we were like, we really want to make something fun for the world to see. And so this is kind of how the whole YouTube channel came about, after we had already been to, I don't know how many countries we had been to already, but many, many countries. So this is it. So every time we go to a new city, we make a new video and we share it online for you guys to enjoy and to see. And so that is our story. So there you go. So let's check some of your comments so we can quickly.
Hello from Michigan, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, so cool.
There's an amazing Thai bar and restaurant here in Paihia.
Cool. If you guys are from New Zealand, let us know. I saw there was a kia ora coming in. Kia ora. That means hello, but it also means something else. I learned the other day and I can't remember, but it's not just hello. It means like to be whole, or like have a, I don't know. If you're watching and you speak Maori, what is the actual definition? And we will learn it for our next live so we can explain it fully, properly. Yes. Where's Federal Way? Bill watching from Federal Way. Where is that? That's a place I don't know. Oh, sorry. Okay. Has it started yet?
From Rotorua. Kia ora.
Kia ora from Rotorua. Hey, so cool. Let's see, that's so fun. From Mexico. Hola, ¿qué tal? So
Virginia.
Cool. Bonjour de la France. Salut, comment vous allez? That's so cool. Who else do we have? Virginia, and we've got some New Zealanders. Ottawa. Wow, that's close to home for us. So cool. Yes. Can you say hi to me, Carlos? Hola, Carlos. I don't know if you speak Spanish, but you have the name Carlos, so maybe you do. I don't know. Cool. So that is so cool.
Greetings, wishing good health.
Nice. Very nice. Hello from Brazil. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Hi from Brazil. That is so nice. Hey from Ohio. All right, here comes some questions. So feel free to ask. This is a Q&A for us and the girls to answer all your questions. And I just want to comment on somebody who commented, in case you're watching, we had a troll the other day and they said, your kids have no fun, they have no life kind of thing, they have no friends, no home, and blah, 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 blah. So let's address that question. Girls, do you guys have fun in life?
Yes.
Do you have like any friends at all?
Yeah, no, we do.
I know it's challenging, like when we're traveling, it is challenging. You don't have your like routine of your friend that you see in school every day, you know, so it's not the same, but yeah. And do you ever have fun? I mean, is it life boring when you're traveling all the time, or is it like a punishment?
No, because we get to experience new things. And you know what's cool is we're going to actually go to a summer camp here in New Zealand. So that's going to be super exciting. So we're going to meet a whole bunch of new friends.
There you go. So they're actually like doing summer camp, you can imagine.
And we're going to be sleeping in tents. So
the
we have
very
to
first
go
time?
buy tents and all that stuff. It's going to be really fun.
No, I've done camping before.
Have you camped?
Okay, so we tented once in Florida.
Oh yeah,
When
we
we went
did.
horseback riding. Out of all places, we did it in Florida. And it was so hot because it was like one of the hottest weeks of the year. That was crazy.
Yeah, because we horseback ride to a campsite.
Yeah.
So we were horseback riding in like 40-degree weather with pants, and then we had to sleep in like what felt like saunas.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy.
It was an experience.
It was really cool. All right. Let's see. How's the weather? The weather here in Paihia is like overcast, rainy,
Really windy today.
Yeah.
But we've had beautiful weather.
This
Like
is
the last week.
Yeah, every time we visit a new area, it's like my new happy place.
Yeah.
And this is definitely the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful places in all of New Zealand, next to the Coromandel, next to Picton. There's a lot of like happy places for me, but this is just beautiful. We look out, we see the whole bay, and it's gorgeous, and it's a small town, and it's just...
And it's almost summer weather, so there's like no more pants, there's just shorts and dresses, and you swim. Like I've gone swimming many times, so it's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Hey, Sean from Auckland, so cool. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, the kids have a tough life, that's it. What are our plans for Christmas, girls? Angelique, you tell us the plan.
We're gonna go pet sit a dog for Christmas and have fun with friends.
Yes.
This is going to be a different Christmas because it doesn't feel like Christmas, first of all. It feels like spring and summer, which it is.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't feel like Christmas, and it's not overly marketed like we're used to. Like
Yeah.
we're used to North America where it's like you start hearing Christmas songs and like, I don't know, just after Halloween, and everything's over exaggerated, you know, everything's decked out and
And I
every
guess
house is decorated, and,
yeah.
and it's just not like that here.
And since we keep changing homes, it's not like we can already set up decorations. Like a lot of our family and friends are already starting to decorate, but we can't really do that until we get to this home for Christmas, you
But
know?
we're kind of used to it because we've been traveling, and every single Christmas it's been in a hot country. For example, Nicaragua was hot. Here it's gonna be hot.
Florida was always hot, but in Florida it felt like Christmas because
Yeah.
everything was decked out.
And Disney, you know,
Yeah.
everything.
And then they make fake snow. Yeah.
Bubble snow.
Hey, from Lake Taupo, New Zealand. Hey, John, that's so cool. We've been to Taupo. We're going to go back. This is going to be really cool.
Fun.
In January. So here's our plan, you guys. Just so you know how we're doing what we do. Because even people who know us, who we talk to all the time, they still ask us, like, how are you guys managing to, like, make this all work and, like, you know, financially staying in different homes and all that kind of stuff. So here's the answer to that question. We are doing something called a home exchange. And home exchange, I know you guys probably have heard this in our other lives, but we exchange our home back home for this home, and you either do a direct exchange where people stay at your house at the same time or at a time in the future, or people can stay at our place back home right now and pay us with points, and then when we come here, we can use this place and pay it with points. And so that's how it's been working for us, and we've been doing home exchange the whole time we've been here in New Zealand, minus like a few nights. So it's been like our saving grace, and we've stayed in amazing homes, beautiful homes. The New Zealanders are so over the top welcoming, and it's just amazing. So it's really allowed us to travel, feeling like we're still at home, and having all the essentials, like a beautiful kitchen and lots of table space to do all our schoolwork and our work. And it just gives you like a sense of normalcy while you're still able to travel around the country and see everything.
And we meet so many people. For example, we're going to be going to a Christmas party because of these nice couple, Jenny and Mel, come, and they're like, "Oh, Auntie Jenny says to come and then stay tonight." So it's really fun because we get that sense of like family and friends.
It's like their neighborhood Christmas party.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to that, and then
We just meet so many people.
it's really cool. Yes.
And sometimes you get things like boogie boards, which we were able to go sandboarding the other day. Which, if you didn't know, there's big, ginormous sand dunes here, like massive ones.
Someone said, I prefer Whangaroa. We haven't been there. Or do you mean Whangarei? Can you clarify? Because we've been to Whangarei, and that is really cool, like Whangarei Heads. But Whangaroa, is that somewhere else?
Place.
Is it?
Yeah.
That means we have to check that out now, too. Okay. Yeah, it's really cool. So tell them about the drive we did. Because we literally, so we started when we got here in the very south, and where did we go to the other day? Like, where are we now?
What did we do yesterday?
We went all the way up, basically.
Yesterday we went to the very tip of New Zealand.
It was like 2 days ago or whatever it was.
2 days ago.
Literally, though, how far was it? It was
4 hours.
maybe it was like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because we kept stopping, right? But literally, if you look at the map of New Zealand, you got your 2 little islands, and they look kind of small. But when you're here, you guys, it's so much bigger than you would expect. So driving from the south, we started in Queenstown and went down Milford Sound. We did all of this. We did the West Coast. We did Kaiteri Terry. We did all of that stuff. And then we went to the North Island, and we went all the way up to the very, very top. And at the very top, what is there? Like, is there a city? Is there a town?
There's a lighthouse, that's it.
There's a big, huge lighthouse.
It's the most northernest point, and it's so cool. And if you didn't know, the top, like the North Island of New Zealand, looks like a stingray. So we were at the very tail of the stingray, I guess, and the head is like Wellington, and then there's the 2 sides like Gisborne and then New Plymouth area, kind of.
And this is an area where you can actually see, this is really cool, because in South Africa, we went to the very bottom point, and there is, in South Africa, an area where the 2 oceans are meeting. But up there, you've got the Tasmanian Sea, and you've got the Pacific, and you literally can see the 2 crossing together, like they actually hit, and you can see like this whirlpool of water. I've never seen anything like it, so that was really cool to actually physically see 2 oceans, like a sea and an ocean kind of meeting like that. So. And
then after that we went to the sand dunes.
It's just north from where we are now.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll definitely go see Whangaroa. Up the road after Keri Keri. Okay, cool. We've been to Keri Keri. That's really cool. They have really nice markets here. Really yummy.
A shopping town.
They produce a lot of fruits, guys. So their avocados in this country are amazing. Didn't know that before we came. I didn't realize that New Zealand produces so much food. It's just phenomenal.
It's berry season.
Is it?
Berry season.
Berry season, like strawberries.
When is that?
When is berry season here? Well, it must be now because we see strawberries everywhere.
Oh.
And here's what's really nice about this country, you guys. This is a country that's very, very health and environmentally cautious. So people are generally in shape. They do a lot of outdoor activities. They're fairly fit, I would say. Like you see older people riding their bikes and hiking, and it's just phenomenal. And then at the markets, what we saw, which was pretty cool, is, for example, the lady had all these strawberries, but instead of having them in like these little plastic bins that you would normally see people put, fruits in plastic things, she had them in these all glass bowls. So they were like really environmentally cautious, and then they put them in these paper bags, and it's just different. So people think differently when they're considering the environment, which is really cool. Like to see that. Yeah, I reckon you would enjoy Rawani. Oh, don't know that place. Rawini. Okay, so someone's asking about different healthcare insurances. There's a really good one, and I'll put actually a link below so you can see it. And it's made for digital nomads by digital nomads, if you will. So I guess you can call our family like a digital nomad family. And it's specifically made so that you can have health insurance while you're traveling. And when we're in Europe, then it's a different story because we have health insurance from our own health insurance. So it just depends on which country we're in and at. So, what else? Tangi Moana. I'm from Tangi Moana. I'm probably saying like all the different words incorrectly because I know you guys pronounce your letters differently than what we pronounce them, which is quite funny for us sometimes. Like when you say 7, you guys say seven, and different things like that. So yeah, tell us all the places that we should see. I see that one, Pukina Beach. Okay, not sure.
Pukina
Beach. We don't know that one either. We know that there's a place right in front of us. It's called Russell. We went there, and what's unique about this little town called Russell is it's where they were like the first forefathers of this country were, and they actually established the capital of the city, like just down the road from there. So that was the capital of New Zealand, and it's really teeny tiny. So we went and saw that. That was really cool, eh?
Yeah.
Everything feels like you're back in time, like the hotels and everything. It looks like you're in the olden days. Like they could probably make a movie set there, and it'd be really cool. So what are some of the cool things we're gonna do here, girls? We still have a few activities lined up.
So something you can do here is you can go out on boat rides and see dolphins and sometimes orcas and all that. So it's really cool. And we're gonna do a tour, and they've got this big rock you can go through and everything. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the rock is like it's like a hole.
An island almost, or
almost like on a cave, and you go right through it. So it's going to be really cool. So we can't wait to do that. We've been right now showcasing a lot of our Balkans videos. Julia's working on a New Zealand Kiwi vlog. Yep. So we're going to have that up soon for you guys, because a lot of you keep saying, where are your New Zealand vlogs? So we're going to get those up for you guys to join in on the fun. Hey, we've got someone from Bosnia. So cool. Thanks for joining. That's so neat. So yeah, we're posting right now all of our trip that started in the Balkans going through Bosnia.
And then guys, after that we went to Dubai and we did a cruise. So then we went and did like Bahrain and Qatar, and then we went to the Maldives and Sri Lanka, and then Cambodia and Thailand. So there's a lot.
There's so much we have to post, and that's why a lot of people are like, oh, come on.
I'm working on the New Zealand vlogs right now, so yes.
We only have so much time in a day between them doing their schoolwork and video edits and stuff, and I don't know why, but it does take us quite a while. Like when we work on a video, we like spend hours and hours and hours and hours on it. So I hope you really enjoy what we're putting together for it. For us, it's a pleasure and we love doing it. So we actually enjoy doing it. It's like kind of like making a puzzle for us. It's just fun. So yeah, we enjoy it. How many languages do you guys speak? And do you want to learn a new one? Yes.
Greetings from Croatia.
Greetings from Croatia. Oh, so cool. So this is really funny. I'm going to share with you guys a little secret, something that I do, and it might be a little silly. It's on my phone. I actually record myself with my goals, and so I call it my self-talk, and I talk about how our life is, how I want it to be, and one of the things that's on there is like my languages. And so I say, I speak this, and I'm learning Russian. And so I have never started to learn Russian yet, but I figure if I can speak Russian, then I can get by in Croatia and Bosnia and Macedonia and like all these other countries, right? Slovenia. I would be able to somewhat get by if I spoke Russian. Montenegro, because when we went to those countries, thankfully a lot of people speak English. But it's still really cool to be able to like say a few words in their language. So that is like on my goal list. But what languages do we speak? How do you speak? What do you speak?
We speak English, French, and a bit of Spanish.
Yeah, like we watch Spanish shows, which help us learn more. And then just when traveling, Spanish is a big language to learn.
Every single night we watch a Spanish show subtitled in English, and so yeah, that's one great way to learn a language, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Someone asked about, have you guys ever encountered a dangerous animal while traveling, like snakes and all that stuff? Yeah, well, there's been times, for example, in Nicaragua, all the parents were out for New Year's, and it was just us kids at home with our friends, and then there was a scorpion in the house, and we were like, who's going to kill it? And we're like, we don't, so we called the parents. Luckily, our friends' parents were just at the pool, so they came up and got it. We were younger, too, and I don't know.
Have we had any other dangerous
well, when we're in Africa and we go through those reserves, some of those rhinos and stuff, you don't know.
Yeah, this is the thing. So when we were in South Africa, when you go to a big, huge game reserve, you can either go with a safari, which I highly recommend, because I was panicking, or you can drive your rental car, which I don't recommend, which we did many times. So we've done many reserves. At the top of Namibia, we
Etosha is a really
went through
good one.
Etosha Park, and that was a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
3 hours through a game reserve. So you're 3 hours in this massive, massive land, vast, no cars around you, and it had rained like crazy. So we were driving on all these dirt roads, and we were driving, and you couldn't really turn back, or you could, but then you're like, what's the point? We gotta get through this thing. You know, you're halfway through. But the mud puddles were so big, they were like the size of a kitchen, like this big, the size of the kitchen. And we were driving, and then the water was coming up around us, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get stuck in here. We don't have 4-wheel drive, and like, what would you do if you got stuck? You can't get out of your car. You might get eaten by some kind of
Came up to
something.
the windows.
Yeah, it was so scary. That was so scary. And then we had our window down, which they say not to do, but you know, you're looking out a little bit. And we started going slow because what were we pointing at? A hyena on the ground.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, when we were looking at the hyena in the ground, we look up in the tree, and was it a leopard or cheetah? I forget which one. Jumps out, and we were like, oh my gosh, he could have like jumped into our car. So,
Well, we were on the other side, and there was a truck right in front there too, as well, looking at it too, with the windows down.
yeah,
That was
but these
crazy.
are like kind of like things, and then we were like, and Tyler, so you guys never see Tyler in the videos, but he's here, just in case you want to know. But he was like trying to get pictures, and the girls are all freaking in the back, like, shut the window, shut the window, shut the window, you know, because you just don't do that, right? And then,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Other things that have been like, is when we lived in Florida, there was a lot of poisonous spiders. And like when you come back from your trips and stuff, there'd be like poisonous spiders and stuff. And once her hat had like a spider, and then there was like millions of little spiders everywhere.
Like, she lifted the hat, and literally it was like an explosion. It went, poof, little teeny spiders everywhere. And then we found the mama spider. We took a picture, and I think you probably Googled it. And it was a poisonous brown widow, I think it was. So, of course, we called pest control, and we had to sleep in this house, though, with all these, like, poisonous
And
spiders.
once when we opened our trunk in Florida, there was tarantula.
A tarantula?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
That's because we left our car sitting
We
for
left-
so
yeah.
many months when we
No.
were traveling.
Yeah.
That was a different time?
It
No, it
was
was
in
a-
your shoe. Yeah, it was in the shoe, and it was blue.
Oh, yeah, I know. What?
Was that in Florida?
Yeah, it was in Florida. It was in Texas. Yeah, in Texas.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was blue.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, ew, that was so disgusting. okay. Yeah, so we had like spiders and snakes and stuff. And then in Mozambique, we got stuck in, long story short, we were at the border, and there was like this bribing thing going on, and this South African, really nice guy took us. So we were driving in the back of his pickup truck, all 5 of us in the back seat. If you can imagine, it's like a pickup truck with 2 seats. So all 5 of us in the back, luggage in the trunk, like in the, whatever you call it,
Boot.
the boot, but it's not a boot, it's a open, you know, whatever. They call it a ute here, but anyway. So, and then he had his worker in the front, and all of a sudden we ran over something, and we stopped, and it was a python snake. And he was like, his name was William. He wanted to pick it up and bring it into the vehicle with us, and we're like, no, don't do it. So, yeah. And then when we had a flat tire, the girls were a little bit really, really worried, because we thought, oh my gosh, what if we have another snake? And it was like blackout, and you're in the middle of like a forest in Africa, and it was just really scary. So
Yes.
yeah, you just don't want to mess with nature in certain countries. But here, thankfully, there's absolutely
Nothing.
nothing that can harm you. Like, I mean, nothing. The only thing that can harm you here is, like, what could harm you?
Oh, gorse bush, if you fall in it, it like makes all these little dots and stuff. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but
How do you know, Julia?
I know.
I was doing a picture once, and I kind of leaned back too far and fell in it. And
She
I know.
What?
You could be writing down those things in
all the luges.
the luges, and then you can
Skyline.
flip your car.
Oh, yeah.
Hurt
So the only thing
yourself.
that would hurt you here
It's
is like
activities.
man-made activities.
And like in Auckland, I jumped off the sky tower,
And
which
if
was
your bungee
awesome.
cord broke, you probably die too.
Yeah. So when we were in Auckland, I did the sky jump, and it was so cool. But it was pretty safe because you're.
Someone wrote you guys could all be geography teachers.
We can all be geography teachers. Yeah, did you guys know something? I don't know if you know this yet, but we made something really cool for you guys. In case you want to support our channel and join in on the fun, the girls made these really cool classes called Geography Made Fun, where you learn geography from a kid's perspective. So this is full out, these three teaching you geography, literally, it's from their perspective, and I have to emphasize this because you guys are just like talking about what the people wear, what they thought of it, what the land looked like, and we show pictures and music, and it's kind of fun and animated. So if you want to know more, there is a description in the link below. It's only $5 a month, and with that you get a video of each country, and you're allowed to suggest, if you want to email us which country you want us to create next, go for it. We've got the footage and the talking points, which we've already filmed for South Africa,
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand, so those will be 2 coming up. We've got Mexico, which some of the footage was lost, which we will Maldives, yeah. So we've got a lot of cool countries to share with you guys already. It takes the girls quite some time, like usually a good few hours to film it because we have to research everything we're going to say, and then they have to say it, and then there's a lot of giggling and a lot of fighting sometimes that goes on, all that fun stuff.
No matter, whenever we do it, there's at least one of us who's grumpy or angry,
and then they fight, and then they have to re-say it, and they're like, no, I'm saying this, I'm right, you know what it's like. So it takes a while to film all the talking points for these videos, but they're up there for you guys to enjoy, and it's a great way if you want to support our channel to do that.
Okay, another question is, how do we do school in that?
How do you guys do school?
Angela, you want to explain? Okay, so we use a curriculum called AOP, and we use the offline version switched from Schoolhouse, and it's so good because you don't need internet, you just plug it in, and it's on a UBS, and it's pretty well, you could just do it yourself. You don't really need help because you just read it, there's questions, there's games, so
it's
pretty
a USB stick that they just plug in, and what I love about it is the girls just do it on their own pretty much.
And we assign and we can unassign things. For example, we don't do geography and history because we're learning that as we go, but you can do it, assign it or not assign it, basically. And you can put, if you're on holidays or whatever. So, yeah.
I hear people talking, where are you now? We are in a place called Paihia, which is in the North Island, north of Auckland, 3 hours north of Auckland. We're in this beautiful place in a very secluded area. It's a small town. It's gorgeous. We love it. And we're going to be here for a while. Then I'll give you the plan. We have everything lined up. And this is so not like us. We have been planning every single step of the way, piece by piece by piece. And it's kind of hard to line things up when you're traveling, especially during COVID. Because anyway, long story short, we've got everything lined up and it feels so good because everything's come together. So we're going here, then to Auckland, then from Auckland we're going to be going back to Whangarei Heads, then from Whangarei Heads we're going down to Rotorua, then from Rotorua we're going to go to Tauranga, then from Tauranga a little bit in Toko, and then from there we're going back to the South Island.
Yeah.
Because yay, our hard drive crashed and it lost footage from some places down there.
So we're going to be going to Picton, and Christchurch, all the way down there.
Nelson and Blenheim and our goal. Now, if anybody knows contacts, you guys who are Kiwis watching, if you guys know contacts in the tourism board or something like that, tell them we'd love to work with them because we still haven't filmed all the way down in a place called Dunedin. And Dunedin apparently feels like Scotland here in New Zealand.
And doesn't Dunedin mean Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
New Edinburgh?
Yeah, something like that, the name of it. So we would love to go create a video there. So we've got footage so far for I think 20 to 30 new New Zealand vlogs, and we just would love to get there, but it's all the way back south, and so to do that, we may or may not do that. So if you guys have contacts, we would love to work with them.
I was gonna say, it'd be like us redoing our circle because we came in for Christchurch, so it'd be like if we're ending there,
Yeah. And I know this sounds silly, but for those of you, because Jacinda Ardern, obviously everyone knows who the Prime Minister is. She's an amazing lady doing a great job in this country. I would love to do an interview with her. So I interviewed the mayor, Jim Bolt in Queenstown, and I interviewed Trey Radcliffe, also in Queenstown. But I'd love to meet up and do something with Jacinda. So if you guys have contacts or you are following her on Instagram, what would be really cool is if she got a bunch of messages saying, hey, go check out this family. They want to, do a collaboration video with you. See if she responds. That would be really cool because I would love to meet up with her. So yeah, if you guys know her, because it's a small country, you might know her.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and do that for us. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
What
Any
else?
more questions?
Yeah,
Any more
there-
questions? Let's see.
I'll tell you. Someone wrote. Who's up?
Chloe's gonna answer them for us.
Someone said hello from Las Vegas.
Oh,
Las
hey, from Las Vegas. I hope you guys are all doing well and safe. I know the rest of the world is completely not the same. And for those of you watching, I can quickly tell you what New Zealand is like. It's pretty much COVID-free here, which means we don't have to wear masks. There's not really any social distancing. You know, people are touching, and it's life as usual. And they're very proactive with keeping it that way.
Yeah.
And so it's very much a sweet spot to be during this pandemic.
Can I tell you another question? Someone wrote, I'm a traveler and everything's on hold because of COVID, but it's not countries I miss. It's airports and planes. Is that the same for you guys?
Airports and planes that we miss. What we miss is maybe not having certainty and this uneasing, awkward feeling for the rest of the world. And also, we feel like being in New Zealand, we are skipping the whole pandemic in a sense, because we're not feeling the same effects as our friends or our family. Confinement, isolation, work and uncertainty with jobs and businesses being closed, and it's just such a horrible time for everyone, and we've been able to somehow escape that by being here, and we really are just so appreciative and thankful for that. So we don't really miss airports and stuff, but I guess we just miss certainty in the world. That's what I would say. Do you guys miss anything like that? Like, it still feels like we're traveling, because we're still discovering every couple of weeks we're in a new city, in a new area, so it feels like we're still traveling.
Someone said Dunedin means Edinburgh in the Celtic Scots dialectic language.
Ah, there you go. So it is Edinburgh. You're right, Julia.
Yeah. Someone asked before what time it is here. It's 11 a.m.
11:08
on Wednesday.
In the future.
So the future is bright, you guys. Just so you know.
It's a bit windy and overcast.
No.
Okay, so I think you guys, we're going to slowly wrap up. If you have any other questions,
country so
let
far,
us know. Our favorite country so far. Okay, how about we do this? Let's do a quick round of favorite country for food, favorite country for safety, favorite country.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Favorite country for food? India.
We haven't been there yet.
I don't care. India.
We have
Indian food.
Thailand for
to
food.
say-
Thailand for food. What's for you?
I would say India, but we haven't been there yet. So
But you know the Indian food.
You know it's gonna taste.
Still,
So
favorite country
Indian.
for food.
Indian, Thai, and Italian.
And I would say French.
Oh, yeah.
Italian's good too.
It's so
Okay, favorite country for friendliness of people.
New Zealand and Cambodia.
Canada, New Zealand. New Zealand, Canada, Cambodia. It's like
Okay, and for me, for people, maybe like a lot of the Spanish-speaking countries.
Spanish
Mexico.
rice.
They're so nice and friendly.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Everywhere, well.
And
depends.
New Zealand and Canada have probably the most, like, Canada and New Zealand are the most friendliest and kind of open. Like, people are like,
Yeah.
oh, come over to our house for a barbecue, and we just meet them. And that's so Canadian. That's a Canadian thing to do, and apparently a Kiwi thing to do, too. So very friendly, open, welcoming. Yeah.
What's your favorite country for beauty?
For beauty.
Switzerland. And New Zealand.
Okay, and New Zealand. But Switzerland tops it all. Okay, well, for me anyway. Favorite country for safety?
Switzerland.
New Zealand? Switzerland?
New Zealand, Switzerland.
It's like super safe.
Yeah, it's like one of the top countries.
And a lot of European, well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
Spanish countries?
No. Okay, how about favorite country for, what else? Favorite country for what? For cost of living. Favorite country for cost of living. Ecuador. Colombia.
Nicaragua.
Colombia, you can go get a meal for $3 US.
That's
and
a
it's
and a meal.
a drink and a meal and a dessert, and it's just like, what? It's crazy.
New Zealand's pretty cheap. You can get meat pies.
New Zealand has really yummy meat pies.
Someone asked how the food was earlier today on the comments. The food here is fish and chips, meat pies. They've got different desserts like pavlova, which is like there's kiwis on top, and it's almost like a meringue mixed with cotton candy almost. And they've got things like that. They've got feijoas, which is a fruit here, which are very sweet and sour almost.
So what's Pepe says, thanks for the weather forecast, Chloe. That's awesome. The future is great. Yes, indeed it is. Hey, I hope we get to meet Jacinda. I hope so too. We went to the parliament here, you know, where you guys have the debate room at the Beehive. We were there in Wellington, and we actually saw her doing, like, this was before she was reelected, and it was just really cool to see her in action. She's so personable. She does all these lives on Facebook Live, and she'll just be there in, like, her hoodie just talking, and it's just awesome. She's very, very relatable, great leader, and she did such a good job during COVID.
Should we talk about what we did the other day, the call?
Yeah, I don't know what we did. What call? Oh, yeah! Okay, so we got this message on email, and I apologize for those of you guys. Like, we run a company, and you know, we run, of course, this YouTube channel, and so we're getting emails, and we just have a lot on our plate, and so I don't always see the emails that come in. And this one email came in, and thankfully Tyler caught it, but it was like, I think it went to spam even or something like that. And it was this cute message of this little lady, and they said, you know, my mom doesn't really speak. She's a Swiss lady, and she just lights up when she watches our videos. And it would mean so much to her, something blah, blah, blah. So we thought, oh, well, let's connect with them and do a FaceTime call. So that's what we did. We connected with this cute little lady named Gretli, and tell us more about it, Julia, or Angelique.
Oh, it was so sweet. She
thinks we're part of her family.
Yeah,
and
so special.
She
talks to the girls
on the screen.
Apparently, like, when our videos play, they start their morning with our video every single day, and she waves to the girls and talks to them, and so she thinks that the girls are part of her family. It's so cute, eh?
Yes.
And so we talked to her, and it was just such a special moment to have somebody come to life that's watching our videos, that's enjoying them, and know that we're bringing joy to them. It was just really cool, hey?
Yeah.
Wasn't that neat? So, yeah, it was fun.
Future is great.
¿Cuál es el mejor pan? What's that? The best bread? El mejor pan es el pan francés.
Sí.
Claro que sí. Of course. Is that what's done? You've been trying to meet... you've been trying meat pies. Okay, you guys, you want to know all about the meat pies here? This is the country that we think that we should come back to Europe and cook meat pies and make meat pies for the countries like Switzerland and stuff, because it doesn't exist over there, and there's so many yummy meat pies. So what's your favorites? There's so many.
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken, like an Indian.
It's really good. Yeah.
What Vegetable. They have like mince and cheese. Mince.
They've got
steak and cheese.
Chicken mushroom one that's really good.
They've got a mushroom bacon. They even have with like a sauce in it. They've got so many different meat pies. Basically, you can put whatever. It's chicken.
So
meat
yummy.
pies.
Should make a video about trying each one.
Oh, we should make a song about meat pies.
A song about meat pies? Chloe likes to sing songs. Yesterday she invented us a song and she sang it, and it was really cute. It's called Cinderella. It was beautiful. Anyway, should we get entertained at night? You guys think you get entertained on YouTube videos? You should try living with this one. She entertains us all the time. So anyway, okay, we're going to keep this short and sweet. We're going to wrap up. Any last questions, comments? Feel free to ask us.
Country with the best nightlife for young adults.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
here everything shuts down early. I mean, maybe
do you like discos? Maybe I would say Eastern Europe.
Spain
is great nightlife if you like
they
to
stay
be
up
out at night.
late. Probably Central America too. Here, for example, everything like around 5 or 6 things shut down. So sometimes you go to towns like the other night. It was 10 o'clock. Okay, so that was really late for New Zealand. But luckily we found this Indian restaurant, and so we had a nice Indian meal. But yeah.
Yeah, everything closes down here quite early.
6,
Europe in general
5.
stays open late. Like, if you're in Europe and you're going to a nightclub, you know, not with COVID or whatever, they tend to go to like sometimes 5 in the morning. So if you're into like that kind of stuff, nightlife, that's probably more so the place you want to be. And street parties, and and just outdoor events all of Europe. So
Yeah.
it's just like little old towns. They have these like street parties that are so much fun, like kind of like where we live. Every first Friday of the month, they shut down the whole street, and it's normally like cars go by, but then they just shut it all down, and everybody's out on that street having parties, eating, drinking, just kids, grandparents, like everybody, and it's such a cool community kind of effect. So I definitely say most European countries is where that's at.
Spain doesn't even wake up until 11 p.m.
Yeah, except for now during COVID, it's just crazy over there. They have like a curfew. Restaurants are closed early. It's really sad. So crazy what everyone's going through. But yeah, okay, you guys. So any last thoughts, comments? I'm going to for sure tell you guys this. If you haven't already, I do look up our stats once in a while. And one thing we've noticed is that 90-some% of the people watching our videos are not subscribed. So if you're watching right now and you enjoy our videos, you want to like support us, just click subscribe, click the little notification bell so that if we put a video live, you actually get notified. Share our videos, because obviously the goal is to grow our channel, to become something like big and grandissimo. So we appreciate that, but don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and
Give us a big thumbs
give us a thumbs up. Comment also. We love to hear your comments and your encouragement. That definitely keeps us going when we get nice comments like that. Those trolls that are saying anything mean, nasty, get out of here. What else? Anything else? That's about it. But yeah.
Oh, one last thing. If you didn't, I don't know why I want to say this, but me and my mom had a birthday since our last live, so now I'm officially 17.
Woohoo! We got a 17, a 15-year-old, and a 12-year-old in the house.
Yeah.
Woo woo! Young ladies in the house. It's going to be a really fun time in the next few years. Oh my goodness gracious me. Soon there's going to be boys wanting to travel with us too. What else? Greetings from Germany. Oh, you saw us in Zermatt last year, but you seemed very busy, so you didn't say hello. You saw us when we were in Zermatt? Oh my goodness. In Switzerland, we get stopped quite a bit because we've done a lot of videos. So one day we were in Zurich, and 3 times people came up to us to stop us in one day. And we really appreciate when you guys come up and tell us that you've seen our videos or whatever. It just makes us feel really nice and warmth. You know, once we were on the train and somebody was there and they're like, I'm actually from Turkey, but I watch your videos. And then once I was taking a picture of a couple from Argentina, and they were like, oh, thanks for taking our picture. And then he's like, by the way, we watch your videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy and so cool. So we really appreciate. And next time when we come to Zermatt, please do say hello, because we will probably come for a yummy fondue and a nice hike maybe next summer. Who knows? Yeah, and we hope Pepe can come join us too once COVID clears up. So you guys, kia kaha. I think that's how you say it. Oh man, so nice to connect with you guys. We will go live again. Usually we try to do this every couple weeks or so, just to bring you up to speed, what we're doing, what's new and exciting and stuff like that in our lives, and give you a little update. So we'll see you guys next week. All the best. Thanks for watching.
Happy Thanksgiving to those in America.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. It's still live. We are trying to end it, but there is a delay on the computer. Here we go.
Bye.
Bye. It's like a leg. This big long leg.